baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Buried in the likeness of his death, raised in the likeness of his resurrection.
Your love is like the sunrise, shattering the dark of night. Your presence is a paradise to our hearts. You fill it all the world with light. You're making every wrong thing right. You're waking up the dead.
If you have recently received Christ or have not yet followed the Lord in believer's baptism and would like to do so, please sign up on the connection card today. You will be contacted to go over the details and answer any questions you may have. Our next baptism will be on October 25th following the third service at our ministry center. Also, if you have a child 5th grade and under who is ready to be baptized, we have a required kids baptism class every month. You can sign up for that at orchardchurch.tv. Attention men, we are excited to announce our next men's retreat. It will take place at Deer Valley Ranch on November 12th to the 14th, and the theme is Iron Man.
Let's do this. No manches. No manches.
There will be hiking, fishing, a shooting range, poker tournament, and much more. The cost is $160 and a $100 deposit is due next Sunday, October 11th. You can reserve your spot at orchardchurch.tv. Don't miss this year's men's retreat. Last but not least, we want to welcome our guests. If this is your first time at Orchard Church, thank you so much for being our guest today. We want to invite you to fill out the connection card that's located inside your newsletter and drop it in the offering bucket at the end of our service. This way we can send you a thank you note and a coupon for a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. This is our way of just saying thanks for worshiping with us today. This morning we're continuing our new series called How to Build a Legacy.
When I think of legacy, I think of a man like Henry Ford. With his innovation, he basically laid the foundation of the 20th century. The assembly line became the century's characteristic production mode. His Model T spawned mass automobility, altering our daily living patterns, our leisure activities, and the entire American landscape. When I think of legacy, I think of a lady like Mother Teresa. She began her life's work by simply teaching impoverished children how to read and write. With no real equipment, she taught them by writing in the dirt with sticks. Throughout her life, she received many awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. She continued her work with the poor for the rest of her life, leading missionaries until just months before her death on September 5th, 1997. When I think of a legacy here in Denver, I know we all think about the Broncos. It's almost impossible to look at the history of the Denver Broncos and not think of the legacy of John Elway. He led the Broncos to 2 Super Bowl wins, recorded the most victories by a starting quarterback, and statistically is the second most prolific passer in NFL history. You can see his legacy cemented in the Ring of Fame Plaza at Sports Authority Field today. These men and women have built a legacy that will last for generations. And as a church, we know that God is calling us to do the same.
This land has been a place of harvesting crops for generations, but soon we believe this land will yield a different kind of harvest, a harvest of souls. Many churches have the motto, if you build it, they will come. But at Orchard Church, we've always had a different motto. Our motto has always been, once they come, then we'll build it. Well, they have come, and now it's time to build it. 10 years ago, we planted Orchard Church in this community, but now we have an opportunity to establish Orchard with its own permanent facility, right here, right now. We've been patient, and we've waited on God's timing, and He's made it abundantly clear it's time to build.
But we're not just building a building, we're building a legacy. We believe that our church, you, will become a legacy builder as we combine our efforts and establish Orchard Church in our community with its own permanent space. Our vision is to multiply disciple-making churches. With our own 51,000 square foot facility, we'll be able to more effectively carry out that God-sized vision. Of all the population of this growing area, 90% claim no church affiliation, representing approximately 55,000 people. The Denver Regional Council of Governments forecasts this region as the new growth capital of Metro Denver. With this new facility, we will have the capacity to reach thousands more in our community with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Attendance will potentially double in size with only 2 services, which will represent roughly 5% of our surrounding area. Our 1,250-seat auditorium will be the largest of its kind in a 10-mile radius. This building will allow us to focus on the ministries of our church without the responsibility of setting up and tearing down every week. With age-appropriate environments and classrooms, we will be able to minister to our kids in the most effective and relevant ways possible. We will truly have kids' classes that kids love.
As we enter this historic season in the life of Orchard Church, we have the amazing opportunity to not only establish our church in the present, but also to hand it off to future generations in a financially responsible way. Our goal is to have a completely paid-for building in 3 to 5 years. We're ready. Will you join us? We're inviting you to become a part of this with us. We're inviting you to become a legacy builder.